Welcome back. Did y'all miss me? If you're new here, this is day 2 of 7 of me journaling for 10 minutes. You're probably wondering, hey, why do you have your coat on? I have my coat on because I'm actually going to go outside. I live in Michigan. I don't know what the temperature is or what the weather is. It's a little bit of snow, but it's sunny and I'm loving it. So I'm gonna go sit in the sun. I'm gonna journal, like I said, for 10 minutes. And yeah. The prompt for today is write a letter of forgiveness to yourself. So I'm going to write and I want to come back and share what I wrote. If you're new here, my name is Shell. This is Cell City, where we are glowing and growing. If you're not growing, what you showing?
Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
Before I jump into my reflection, I just want to talk a little bit about the importance of forgiveness. So, something that I've recently have been, coming in contact with, like a recurring message, is that you have to give yourself credit for living a human experience. So, going into any type of situation where you don't have the knowledge of, understanding the inner workings of whatever the situation may be, you have to know that it is okay to make mistakes. Because it is okay to make mistakes, it is also important to forgive those mistakes, because at some point you didn't know what you were doing. And because you made those mistakes, you have the ability to learn from them and thus forgive yourself for them, so that you know how to be better in the future if the same situation arises. Understand? Things that I forgave myself for were mostly out of my control, like a lot of things that I would internalize from my experiences with other people, trying to convince people of who I was, even though they had already painted me a certain way. I forgave myself for not speaking up, not being secure in me and who I was, so that I knew when to walk away from these type of situations. I forgave myself for allowing those situations to then dictate how I would act in like a present situation. That way I can receive a person as they are and not who I'm used to, maybe not even used to, but I am familiar with. This as an example, like one white guy and he's a complete asshole, and then I did another white guy and I have this experience in the back of my head, like, okay, white guys might be assholes, but I don't know where this person came from. I don't know their motives. I don't know their background. I don't know. They might be genuine, you feel me? So at some point I have to be like completely throw that person away, throw that whole experience away, or accept this person as who they are, and rather not what I know of their demographic to be. Does that make sense? Let me look through here. Yeah, so a lot of things that I could not control, accepting less than I deserved, for not believing in my abilities, for not being consistent, for fear of the unknown. Like, I understand that fear is a very powerful emotion, and it can hinder you in more ways than like I really like to believe. So I'm forgiving myself for letting fear overcome my confidence, because I'm a very confident person and I know what the fuck I want. I know what I want. So ain't nothing gonna stand in my way. You feel me? You feel me? Nothing's gonna stand in my way. Like, I just want to forgive me for all the things that I cannot control, essentially. That's really it. Like, I cannot control how other people decide to see me. I cannot control how other people receive me. I cannot control how other people perceive me. I cannot control how people if there's someone walking outside. I cannot control anyone's actions besides my own. I cannot control anyone's life besides my own. I can accept their capacity and move based on what I know I want, but I cannot control anything outside of my city, in my bubble. And I really honestly don't even have a desire to, because trying to control everything, reading too much into everything, it just causes stress, confusion, and anger. And I honestly have so much that I want to do in my life, that things that are either not pushing me forward or giving me a peace of mind, they just don't have a place. They don't have a place in my life. And so I forgive myself for accepting those things that I thought had a place in my life, and they did not. So yeah, I encourage you to, write a letter of forgiveness to yourself. Detail, what specifically might have caused this, whatever it is you're forgiving yourself for. Understand that it is out of your control if it's involving someone else. Understand that you did not know any better when you were in that situation, and that you have the knowledge now to be better than you were before. It's all about self-development. Honestly, that's all life is about, self-development. The degree to which you develop yourself in the world, the more successful you will be. So with that being said, go check out my Patreon. It's a holistic self-development course. It has a tier in emotional, mental, and physical, as well as holistic well-being. It focuses on intrinsic journal prompts, physical journal prompts, quotes, and personal anecdotes. So to get you thinking, like, am I really who I say I am, or have I been living who people think I should be? Have I been living in myself? Have I been limiting myself to the ideals of other people? Whether that be your family, friends, partners, out of fear that if I didn't, something bad might happen. Have you? Yes, I need to go check out my Patreon. Self-discovery. But yeah, so the journal prompt for today was write a letter of forgiveness to yourself. And if you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Yeah.